watch out now. Baby, watch out now. Watch out. I'm on the move, I'm going up. I'm a man on a mission with no missions, and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. 'Cause baby, I feel real good, and I wish I would.
Halo, kita dari Tinkerlust.com, saya Alia dan ini partner aku Samira, dan kita adalah founder dari Tinkerlust.
Yes, Tinkerlust is a pre-loved and luxury marketplace here based in Jakarta. Kita udah launching udah 5 tahun ya?
5 tahun, 2015.
5 years. And kita akan expand to sustainable fashion as well.
Ya, jadi kita nggak cuma hanya berjualan pre-love item, tapi kita juga akan berjualan banyak kali seperti kita udah ada rental,
Yes.
Tinkerjoy. Terus habis itu we're gonna expand, so in the next month there's gonna be exciting
Launching.
exciting
Launching.
launching.
And we're going to be promoting brands with a sustainable vision as well. So, Tinkerlust started as a pre-love marketplace. Jadinya, if any woman wants to buy secondhand clothing or secondhand luxury, they can definitely come on Tinkerlust.com for that. And obviously, a lot of women have overflowing closets, and they can just drop it off, or they can sign up at Tinkerlust.com/sell, and then we'll pick it up. And
We have kurasi,
Yeah.
we curated, terus habis itu kita kasih bantu price suggestion, kita fotoin dan kita akan masukin ke warehouse kita, and then we help them to ship all of the stuff for the
it's
buyers.
super easy. All you have to do is sign up, and within a few days it'll be on our website, and then you just wait for the money to come into your bank. So we've been really excited
Yeah.
to do that.
Jadi kita buat ini super easy karena sebenarnya memang ini datang dari masalah kita sendiri.
Yes.
Jadi pas awal akhirnya Tinkerlust pasti banyak nanya, kok bisa sih kepikiran mau buat kayak gini? Karena memang dari awal kita mau buat gimana ya? Dulu tuh aku tuh sering banget berjualan barang-barang pre-love, tapi kayaknya lebih susah lah karena ikutan bazar, ikutan offline event, dan it's just not practical lah gitu. Especially if you're working, you're busy with your house, your kids, whatever gitu. So kita pengen banget menciptakan suatu platform yang mempermudah semua wanita untuk berjualan. Kalau Samira kayaknya masalahnya beda lagi.
Aku suka belanja, and I really wanted to find an option where we could find luxury items and branded items affordably gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya belanja di marketplace lain, mungkin buat wanita itu UI UX-nya dan experience-nya tuh kurang gitu. Jadinya Tinkerlust.com, meskipun sekarang kita concentrate on second hand, the way you shop is still very easy, and it's very joyful as well.
Yes.
So when we started Tinkerlust, in our minds, we wanted to make an e-commerce solution for all women in Jakarta and obviously all around Indonesia. And so, in my opinion, the target market is females between the ages of 18 and I would say 40 that actually is a digital shopper, right?
Yang bikin beda Tinkerlust dari marketplace lain, satu adalah service-nya. We offer end-to-end service. Mungkin kalau marketplace lain, di mana penjualnya itu harus yang melakukan fotonya sendiri, menjawab pertanyaan dari customer. Tetapi kalau di Tinkerlust, ya seperti itu. Ketika kita melahirkan ini, benar-benar pengen melahirkan sesuatu yang very seamless lah gitu untuk para penjualnya. Di mana yaitu tinggal nyiapin barang, kita yang akan atur untuk pick up-nya, kita akan kurasi, kita make sure kita akan pilih barang-barang yang layak untuk dijual, kita kasih price suggestion based on our database, terus kita akan melakukan foto untuk semua barang-barangnya tersebut, dan kita akan taruh di warehouse kita yang di-guard selama 24/7. Dan juga ketika ada pertanyaan dari buyers, baik itu kondisi barangnya, ukuran barangnya, itu semua akan dibantu oleh customer service kita. Dan juga ketika ada pembelian, kita juga akan melakukan all the packaging, all the wrapping and everything, and send it all over Indonesia.
So I would say that we're just a full service marketplace that is makes the buyer happy because they can get deals very affordably and they can get treasures that they can't find anywhere else. While we make the seller very happy karena not only do they get more revenue, but we do everything for them to make it super easy for them. So that's how we feel we differentiate from other marketplaces. So when Tinkerlust first launched, like any business, it's really difficult to start marketing because marketing is expensive. So one of the very early things that we did was we collaborated with influencers who became our featured sellers. So sometimes we're very curious how a featured seller or an influencer dresses, where do they get their stuff, how do they style pieces together. So Tinkerlust spotlights their fashion and their style while they also sell their closet with us. So we've been doing this since we first launched, and we were doing it like for one influencer per month, but now we work probably with 14 to 20 influencers per month, and with that we created a really strong community as well that really believe in decluttering and getting rid of their stuff. And a lot of the featured sellers that we work with are always decluttering their stuff because they just, they shop and then they want to get rid of, and then they shop, and it's like a cycle that kind of happens. And I think another thing that Tinkerlust is really proud of, we collaborate with a lot of brands that also believe in the sustainability mission right now.
Iya, kayaknya kita sekarang hidup di zaman yang harus berkolaborasi lah, karena banyak juga brand-brand yang sebenarnya target marketnya sama dengan Tinkerlust juga. Ya kayak kita tadi Samira bilang ya target market kita basically semua wanita gitu loh. And there's a lot of brands juga yang sebenarnya target marketnya sama. So I think having a collaboration it helps the awareness juga, it helps different experience from different brands juga. So I think it expedite our
it expedites our reach, our brand to the right people, right? And I think as an early mover as well in this space, it's totally important to make as much awareness and as much noise as possible, definitely, and make sure people know about Tinkerlust, make sure they know about the solutions that we offer. And also, the more people know about us, the more that we can actually understand their feedback and their insights so that we can develop and have Tinkerlust evolve to meet their needs.
Soalnya mungkin jadi namanya startup gitu ya, you need to actively change juga, you need to develop new features juga to satisfy your customers, karena ya in digital everything moves really fast, so we have to catch up with the trend juga.
Yeah. So here at Tinkerlust, we definitely believe in sustainability. One of the pillars of sustainability is to minimize fashion waste and to extend the fashion life cycle of an item. So what that means is when Alia is bored with something, instead of throwing it out, she sells it on Tinkerlust, and maybe I will buy it so that I can continue the life of the fashion. And that's one of the biggest ways that we see how instead of shopping for new items, we can just shop for the items that have already been purchased, and then we just extend the life cycle. And that's one of the beliefs that we really emphasize. Kind of believing in that circular economy and how we can, still satisfy our shopping needs, because I think shopping therapy is super important for a female, but do it in a very ethical and sustainable way. So that's definitely one way that we support sustainability.
Dan kayaknya dengan sustainability ini juga it evolve, just like any other industry, it evolve juga gitu. Setelah kita basically masuk ke pangsa barang-barang jual beli barang-barang pre-love gitu, kita juga masuk ke rental. Karena rental tuh juga menjadi salah satu bisnis model yang sangat supporting sustainability juga gitu. Daripada beli, ya udah kenapa tidak sewa, especially hari di Indonesia lah gitu loh, banyak banget barang-barang atau event yang perlu didatangi atau style yang hanya kita pakai hanya sesekali aja gitu. So you don't really need to buy, you can just rent the items.
And also with social media, right?
Iya, maksudnya dengan OTD, hashtag OTD, kayaknya banyak orang yang pengen terus mengganti the way they style themselves gitu. So I think with rental is a good solution juga gitu. Dan juga kita setiap tahunnya selalu melihat juga apa sih sekarang ini gitu loh, bukan cuma tren tapi juga minat masyarakat in terms of sustainability. Jadi untuk tahun lalu kita juga bekerja sama dengan desainer di mana kita involved in upcycling, di mana kita memprovide barang-barang yang sudah tidak laku lagi terjual di Tinkerlust, tapi di upcycle oleh para desainer ternama di Indonesia menjadi barang yang baru gitu, jadi dengan gaya baru lagi. So it's really exciting to have that, dan not a lot of people or not a lot of brand have done it gitu. Jadi ketika kita mengeluarkan koleksi itu mendapatkan feedback yang sangat baik juga.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of ways that you can contribute to sustainability, and one way is the way you shop. So having a sustainable lifestyle is definitely a part of your everyday habit, and kadang-kadang tuh kita udah terbiasa dengan satu lifestyle, and when we want to change it, it's actually quite difficult, right? And we have to be super aware about it, and it starts with you yourself, and then your maybe your friends, and then your community, and then you kind of like tell them about how you're in sustainability.
Yeah, and you can start small. It doesn't have to change overnight gitu loh with your lifestyle, karena sustainability itu sangat luas ya, dari food waste, clothing waste, using recycle bag, all the stuff itu maksudnya banyak banget yang bisa dilakukan. Tapi if you can start something small and you be consistent about it gitu, and you make a change.
Yeah. And it's as simple as maybe instead of using plastic bags, you use a reusable bag. And that's a sustainable effort on your part. Another thing is, instead of throwing out maybe like stained items, upcycle it, cover it with a patch. And if you're really bored of your items, but it's still new, then sell it. So there's definitely a few ways that you can live more sustainably. And it's actually fun when it becomes part of your life, because you see the impact, and it actually helps, your savings as well, right? Yeah. Globally, fashion waste is the #2 polluter all around the world. So when it comes to our nation, we really have to be cognizant of what we can do to help people. So there's a few ways that we can definitely help the fashion waste and the sustainability movement, right?
Yeah. Jadi karena banyaknya waste ini, dan a lot of people is not aware gitu, sebenarnya is hurting the earth juga gitu loh, dengan producing textile, mungkin dengan pewarna juga, the way they produce the fashion items juga gitu.
And just simply throwing out clothes when you don't know what to do with it. That's something that it's like more fashion waste that cannot be recycled, right?
So I think dengan kita masuk di sustainability dalam hal fashion ini gitu, it can help the economy in the long term juga gitu loh, with sending awareness to people not to throw their stuff, that their fashion items can live longer than one time or get 2 times gitu itu, tapi masih bisa hidup lebih lama, dan promoting juga untuk rental atau beli barang-barang pre-love gitu. Kedepannya itu akan mengurangi, hopefully mengurangi pollution juga, mengurangi limbah dari fashion juga gitu, which also can help the earth, which is
and don't underestimate the impact that an individual can make. As simple as not throwing away your stuff, instead you declutter it and you sell it. I think that's one simple way that you can benefit the sustainability movement. In the past few years, decluttering is a big movement, and when I think about decluttering, I also think about detox, detoxing your closet, detoxing your past, and being ready for the future. Tapi one thing that you can just do is simply declutter your fashion, right?
Yeah. Kayaknya soalnya just like what Sandra said, kayak decluttering with all the junk in your life and not in your closet, you're membuat space untuk mendatangkan sesuatu yang lebih bagus lagi juga gitu loh.
Getting rid of all that.
Getting rid of our bad energy.
Yes,
in new energy. So decluttering itu, there's a lot of ways to do it gitu loh. Mungkin declutter Intinya beres-beres ya, beres rumah, baik itu barang-barang yang udah nggak kepake, yang rusak, karena kayaknya di masyarakat tuh, or even in my own household, kadang-kadang memang susah untuk berberes-beres dan membuang barang. Sometimes you get
so attached
to it.
But then you have to realize like the importance of decluttering. And I personally feel that once you declutter, once you detox yourself, you get addicted to it. You love that new space, and you're able to breathe, and you actually realize what it is in your life, or what kind of items in your life that is actually important to you. So I love decluttering. I love decluttering every part of my life, from things at work, or even your schedule, or making space in your calendar. And obviously, I love to declutter my closet, because so quickly it gets overflowing, and you feel like you never have anything in your closet to wear. But probably it's because you don't have that connection with the pieces in your closet. So it's the perfect time for you to make space for your new wardrobe, because maybe you've evolved and you need new pieces.
Yeah.
Right. So I find that I'm an addict in decluttering, and I love to just sweep through my closet and get rid of stuff. And I feel like there's so many benefits, and that's why I feel like once you do it, you're gonna do it over and over again, because you're gonna feel that benefit and just like want it more and more. And I feel like number one, definitely for your mental health, it's kind of a way to clear out all of the, I don't know, the non-moving energies, or like the bad vibes that you've had that you kind of just want to like get rid of. And I don't know, maybe you'll feel like a kind of renewal that you'll need to kind of go on to the next step. So after a bad breakup, for example, or you're transitioning your career, for example, you want to get rid of stuff that's reminded you of the past, and you want to make like some room for your fresh new journey. And so I think decluttering, that's the number one like benefit, I feel. I think the number two benefit is obviously your fashion wardrobe, right?
Iya, dulu fashion wardrobe kayaknya kalau misalnya aku gitu ya, dengan declutter, I think you get a sense of your style juga sebenarnya. Karena when you go through a lot of stuff mungkin nggak sesuai dengan kepribadian kalian juga gitu loh, but at that time it was trendy gitu loh. It was in style gitu, jadinya ketika you do a lot of decluttering, you get to understand what's your personal choice of fashion juga gitu loh. And it makes you think juga, oh next time when you buy something, oh this is the type of clothes yang memang selalu harus sering dipakai lah gitu loh. So you don't shop just aimlessly or just kayak for the sake of having it gitu, tapi bener-bener you became aware gitu untuk what you wanna buy. And also what I love about declutter adalah you get money.
Yes.
So with declutter you can sell it gitu loh, especially if you take care of your items really well gitu loh. Dengan barang-barang yang masih bagus, ya itu seperti yang kita bilang, life cycle itu masih panjang, dan there's a lot of people who are actually mungkin bisa appreciate your stuff gitu ya, mungkin kalian sudah tidak bisa memakainya lagi lah gitu. Jadi dengan menjualnya itu ya you can save money.
Yeah, and one thing that I wanted to add as well, when you declutter and you sell all your stuff, you'll have less choices in your closet, so it'll actually seem like you have more to wear, because I feel like with an overflowing closet, sometimes you don't really see your pieces. Tapi kalau misalnya you don't have that many, you'll tend to use your items more and more frequently, making the value of the item increase, which is actually all that we want. We want to go against fast fashion. We want to have the points of slow fashion and getting really the life cycle from every single fashion item that you have in your closet. So I think that decluttering can really be very overwhelming, and sometimes kita tuh nggak siap gitu buat decluttering. Kayak we always wanna nunda-nunda aja, aduh not today, maybe next week, aduh ini gampang deh, kapan-kapan aja. Soalnya emang it requires time, energy, and effort gitu. So before we dive into decluttering, we really have to prepare ourselves to actually have a very seamless process gitu. So when I come and when I just start to declutter, I always make a decision. Okay, am I going to sell this? Or am I going to donate this? Or am I going to actually give this away to like my cousins or, you know, my siblings, you know? So there always needs to be a destination. And if it's all three, then prepare yourself for that. Like, for example, have the boxes ready for you, right? And also, the second thing that I would also think about is the time. Decluttering does not take half an hour or even an hour. It takes a process. So don't think that you're going to be decluttering, you know, your closet and then your husband's closet all in the same day. Or even like maybe your shoes, you know? So think of like one goal that you have. Say, okay, today I'm going to be decluttering my handbags. Prepare the destination for these handbags and then start there. So always prepare your schedule to make sure you have enough time, and also the boxes to organize where these go, because if you put it on your floor, you're just going to get overwhelmed by the mess, and everybody in your household will be like, oh my god, what are you doing, you know? And then that's just going to demotivate you and probably not make you finish gitu kan.
Kalau untuk aku, ya I agree with Samira gitu, dan memang ketika you tackle one section, what I do is that I take out everything. So I just, jadi misalnya mau handbag gitu ya, nggak cuman bagian yang ini aja, enggak sih. I take out all the handbags that I have or all of the shoes that I have. I put it all out and then I pick from there gitu. Jadinya nggak ada yang ketinggalan di lemari. Oh ya bagian ini belum gitu. So you have to face with everything at one time gitu. So you can see how much stuff you actually have gitu. Sometimes you don't know gitu. You only think kayak, oh gue cuma punya segini gitu loh. So do it ya langsung semuanya gitu.
And you'll find items that you haven't seen in years and you're like, oh my god, I still have this. But the way, like as I mentioned, there's three piles, right? Donation or giving away, or you're gonna sell it. So every time you look at an item, you should also be able to organize based how misalnya bajunya masih okay, masih good quality, then you're gonna want to make money from it, and then you put it in a pile where it'll go to Tinkerlust, obviously.
Dan juga I know the hardest part adalah untuk give up barang yang punya sentimental value to you gitu loh. I know there's like a couple of items yang kayaknya, oh ini zaman pertama kali gue gajian beli ini gitu, oh ini pertama kali ada memorinya gitu. But I think it does no good gitu loh, karena you have to be realistic juga. Maybe those items memang udah been sitting in your kayak closet for years gitu loh. Terus kayak guilty as charged gitu, gue juga ada gitu loh. Celana jeans gitu yang kayaknya udah nggak pernah gue pakai udah 5 tahun, berasa kayak kita pasti bakal muat gitu. But you know what gitu,
I have a whole pile of jeans that one day I'm gonna fit into, but
jadi even if kayak ternyata muat lagi, I think it'll be out of style juga. I think it's better if someone else can enjoy it gitu, rather sitting in your closet juga gitu. And for me, my rules adalah kalau memang ada barang yang sudah tidak terpakai lebih dari setahun and it was sitting in your closet dan tidak pernah dipakai sampai tahun penuh, itu kayaknya udah harus dikasih sih.
And so like another tip that you can do is actually have a little maybe pile, and like maybe I want to get rid of it, maybe not. Put it in another pile, put it in your closet. If in 6 months you reach for it, berarti you need it. Tapi if you don't, then that pile goes away as well. But I wouldn't even give you 6 months.
Iya, tapi itu hampir force it. Because I have that maybe thing. Jadi pas buka-buka baju, ini kayaknya ada deh pakai. It's been sitting 2 years gitu. Kayak enggak, I forgot that I have that pile.
So she eventually sold it off.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you're gonna have this pile that you're just kind of confused. Do I give it away? Do I donate it? Do I sell it? Or do I want to keep it? And I think that it's a really good experiment for you as well to ask your sets of questions to each individual item. Like you look at it and you say, okay, have I worn it in the past month or 2 months? Does it still fit me? Is it still in style? How much did I spend on it? Like, right?
Jadinya benar-benar kayak this question you need to ask yourself juga gitu loh. Karena kalau memang barang ini tidak, you don't even love it, but you have a sentimental value aja gitu loh, sayang aja gitu loh. I don't think it's worth keeping juga gitu loh. Atau kayak do I need this? Sebenarnya nggak butuh sih, tapi you're just waiting for the occasion to come. It might never come gitu loh.
Yeah.
And I don't think kayak you should holding on to items yang apa ya, yang nggak added value lah gitu loh to you gitu.
Yeah, so I think it's really important to very much ask yourself those questions and make sure you give time for yourself. Jangan diburu-buruin. Soalnya kalau misalnya diburu-buruin, you're gonna say, keep it, I did it. So you want to make sure in your day when you're decluttering, really allocate the time to declutter. It is homework for you. Maksudnya ini salah satu kerjaan yang sangat fulfilling gitu, tapi emang penting gitu. So you should, decide on a Saturday you're gonna do this. You're gonna ask yourself the questions for every single item. Do I love it? Do I need it? Does it fit? Is it stylish? And then you're gonna make those decisions for every single item. And obviously give yourself time. Your wardrobe took time to accumulate. It wasn't just like overnight, right?
Yeah.
So give time for yourself to actually declutter. Don't make it a stressful process. Make it a very enjoyable process.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Karena think about all the new stuff that kayak you're gonna get.
You're gonna buy on Tinkerlust.
And then kayak I don't know. Kayak every time I saw Tinkerlust atau I get rid of those items gitu, I love you looking at my dashboard.
And I don't even miss it.
Iya pas ngeliat itu kayak ya dulu punya ini dijual, tapi kayak I get a better replacement gitu. So I think that's what happened in life juga gitu. If you let go of a lot of stuff, you get a better replacement.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You don't even miss the stuff that you let go. You just you put it in the categories and then you kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
But the best thing about Tinkerlust though, you get money for it.
You get money for it.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
Hai, sekarang aku akan tunjukkan how I usually declutter my closet. The most important thing, siapkan waktu khusus untuk do the decluttering dan lakukan sendiri so we don't get any distractions from all of the tasks we usually do during the day. Today, I'll show you just that. Pertama, keluarkan semua barang yang akan kamu pilih. Benar-benar semuanya. Siapkan 3 kotak, keep, sell, and donate. Do the work. Mulai pilih-pilih barangnya and ask these questions to yourself. Do I need this? Why do I have this? Do I love it? Does it fit me? Would I still wear this tomorrow? Look at each item and think about it. Kalau misalnya you are unsure, it's better to leave it to the side dulu and then go back to it. After you've done everything and you go back to your maybe pile, then you can decide if you want it or not. After you finish the decluttering, make sure that clothes that you keep are less than the stuff that you donate and sell. Once you get rid of it, I promise you will feel much better. Then, for the items you want to sell, you can pack and send it to Tinkerlust. And to donated items, choose someone or an organization that truly needs it. And that's a wrap. Easy and simple way of decluttering. Don't forget to do it on your own, ya.
Thank you udah nonton video ini. Semoga video ini bermanfaat buat kalian.
And remember, live sustainably, shop sustainably. The easiest thing that you can do is declutter your closet and get rid of unused things that you have. And I promise you will make room for new things to come, new vibes, new positive energy. And you're going to be addicted to it. So I hope it changes your life. I hope it brings more good vibes to you.
watch out now. Baby, watch out now. Watch out. I'm on the move, I'm going up. I'm a man on a mission with no missions, and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. 'Cause baby, I feel real good.